So happy Saturday to everybody. Controlled chaos. Having way too much fun. Replacing the gears and the trucks on the Bachmann 2-truck Shay. Notoriously cracked gears, infamous for them. It's taking 2 sets to make one good set, and plus I had to buy extra gears from Euroman, who makes amazing gears. Finding more broken parts as I go, like the little bushings between the wheel and the bearings cracked out and broke out, so I go over here and steal some from there. In order to get the bearings off, they're the only things that really work on these things. They stay pressed on pretty well. I had to go get my gear puller for my car, or motor stuff. You can use the Northwest Shoreline one. I don't recommend it because I tried. It pulled one, but the other ones, it's just soft aluminum in the case, so it just kind of started bending it out. So I recommend just getting a good gear puller to do it. Once you get them apart, you don't have to take all that off. I'll explain that in a minute. You got to put them back together. In order to press your gears back on, I went and got a 6mm 1/4" drive socket, put the clamp in the vise, and I'm just using that to press that on there. That's partially pressed on there right now, just for an example. I'm not going to try to video it because I need both hands to get it to go on good. You get it pushed back on there, works great. Over here, this one is done, and it needs to go back in that hole. Now the masking tape is holding the little BBs of your electrical pickups that go in, blocking light right there. What I did is put this masking tape on here to try to hold them in place. I push them in, get it to stick for a second, hopefully long enough that I can get the wheels to slide down over the masking tape. And once you get it down in there like that, you can actually get a hold of the masking tape and kind of pull it up and off. If you're really careful, you can pull it out. Yeah, the only time it sticks is when you don't want it to. Anyways, so that's how I did that. That's how I figured out how to get them little devils to stay in there when I go to put it back together. Seems to work really well. You make sure you don't get your masking tape all the way over in there where the bearing is, because that will hold your tape tight. Yeah, I already did that once on accident, so I had to completely take it back apart. But that seems to be working well. The drive shaft's laying here for a reason. These things, where's the one at that's broken? Over here. And yeah, I've used every single one of these tools that are laying on this bench today already. Alright. Spins freely, including the gears on the inside because they're broke. And I figured out that gear with the brass sticking in it has keyways. Now these aren't made to have keys in them, but I took soft brass wire, filed it down, and made these little keys and pressure fit them in there. And what I do is I'm going to take my Xeron tool and cut that brass off, and it's pretty well in there. You press them down in, and we'll find out how well it works under a real test here later on today, hopefully. But I couldn't figure out any other way to get those things to actually stay on, because I think they press them on at the factory. I'm not sure. But, and by the way, each side is not interchangeable. You can't take a front shaft and switch it with a back shaft. It does not work. Tried that earlier from over there. So that's where I'm at right now. Putting it all back together. A few ideas for people, like pressing it back on, tape to hold those on there. Heads up that when you take them apart, your bushings are going to crack and come off. And only one of these gears, that one there, has the little keyways, and I decided to see if I could get this to work by making little keys out of brass wire. Just filed it till it fit, and fit snugly. So, we shall see. Time to stop playing video guy and get back to putting this thing back together. Thanks for watching. Still in the AM. This is that Shay that was upside down in the earlier part of the video. I'm going to try for the first time joining videos together, so this is the second part of it. It works. This was being converted to radio control one time, so it's just power tracks, and I just hooked up the lights to get it to go, just so it has lights when it goes. New gears. Oil, grease. Still need to lube all my moving parts there in the piston area, but works pretty well. I'm happy. I need to make some, something was humming. Who knows? Still need to do some minor repairs. Got to fix the stack. Got to do that monster balloon on there for now. Clean it up, oil it, take it to the show. Here, I'll show you what they had done to the wires. At least the guy that cut the wires labeled all the wires. Blue tape's just from me trying to keep things from shorting out. And I hooked up the lights. But, yep, there it is. I think I'm done playing with this thing for today. Time to go do some scenery work. Thanks for watching.